game.
Look in the middle until it's done.
Mission confirmed. It's crazy.
You can find me on DoorDash, and hopefully you get me.
You rubbing that knee is nasty, nigga. That's nasty.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were acknowledging that you were of the elder race too, but you can find me at
The elder race. It's giving me everything I need. When Stock Talk said give them the forecast, I got wet. I did.
All right, Zelmay, you're under her. You're next.
Yes! I mean, chicken.
Wait a minute.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Monray Hudson, back again with another wonderful episode of Make It Make Sense. I am your host, the one and only Monray Hudson. And of course, I cannot do this show alone. I have to be joined by a colorful crew of collective people. First and foremost, speaking of colorful, we do have the one and only wonderful Pinky Waifu to my immediate right.
Yay! Today I won't put up a fight with a name. It is what it is. Facebook is Ayesha Morgan. Everywhere else as TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, that thing formerly known as Twitter. You know, the lawlessness of it all. It will be Kiss_waifu.
And then, of course, under her, as you saw in the intro, we have a man in pink.
Wait a minute.
It is the ES.
He just tried to get underneath, yo.
Listen, your boy laughs at me. I always like to have a pretty girl beside me. If she ain't beside me, she can be on top of me. I'm good with it. Looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. Let's go. Casual, make it make sense.
And then, of course, next to him is a man matching me in red today because he's ready for war. It is Gap 2765.
You already know your local neighborhood scumbag here to give folks a daily dose of dirtbag. Same gimmick, different day, all gas, no breaks, cold hard hot takes, and everything that comes with it. But you guys know the spiel by now.
Yes.
We are here, and we have a colorful crew of different things to talk about today. Surprisingly.
The variety is out.
We'll start with a happy note. Something happy, or supposed to be happy.
Is it happy that fucking goddamn PlayStation is cucking out to Nintendo for a fucking FromSoft game that we should be able to play on our PS5s and not have to buy a Switch 2?
So, of course, this week, the Switch 2 was announced this week, rather. And it had its own following 2 days of live stream, and everybody was, loving it and being happy that, a new Switch console, and, it looks pretty. You got a whole new Mario Kart and World and all of that.
Yo, and you can play GameCube games on that shit, bro.
Then the prices for the games came out. It was like,
that part.
$79.99 is fucking diabolical.
It got troublesome because
AAA titles.
the debut game, Mario Kart World, individually for a digital copy of the game, $79.99, and a physical copy of the game, $89.99. So
you got me bent. No,
I'm not lying. So Nintendo Switch has raised the prices of their games, not necessarily the landscape, but it is possible after effect of it, to where their games can reach upwards of $90 to even $100 after taxes. So it is wild that what used to be the cheapest and most family-friendly and
the most affordable
console has decided to raise the price. And these might not be justified because I don't know if Nintendo's games are worth it. And then as a result of incoming tariffs and things from our President Donald Trump.
That's why these prices are like that.
Even the pre-orders, because the system is due to launch on June 5th, even the pre-orders for the Switch in the US has been pushed off because
we can't pre-order them. It's not even an option at the moment.
The console to where it may not be the $449 to $500 bundle that we previously saw. So we have to.
And I ain't spending $700 on a Switch 2. It's not happening.
That part.
So this might not go well, but
what do you mean might not? This will not go well.
about this new development of games and prices. Piggy Waifu is on you.
Oh, I don't know who's in marketing. I know we got these tariffs nonsense going on, but we already complained about console game prices. What made you think we would pay your prices along with additional console? No. I do over 500 for a PS5. I'm not doing the same for Nintendo Switch 2. I am not. I refuse. I'm already pissed that the games are high. And you want to charge $80 for this shit? It's not even the same graphics.
$90 if you want a physical copy.
For the higher tier games.
What
Yes.
though? To see a realistic Kirby world? I'm good.
And unfortunately, this has smellings of the Wii U and that horrific launch.
Ooh, that was a bad launch.
So this has smellings of that as well. But hold up, before we go crazy into our emotions, we have the emotional support Zell. Zell.
That's
tell
your
us.
emotional support, Zell. We will have hard times we have to go through. We will overcome it. Once these jobs are back in this country, Nintendo
Talk to
Nintendo
Martin Luther Zell Trump.
will
Speak
go,
to him.
will go down.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
It will go down to $300.
Once they feel the wrath of America.
Yeah, we gotta endure it because the communist China is trying to ruin us. So we have to. You don't need the Nintendo Switch. Just hold out.
so, that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
And don't do the
But
resales.
Mr. President, what does communist China have to do with Japanese consoles?
Hell.
Listen, do you think Donald Trump know the difference between his Asian countries?
That's true.
I'm just saying. They all together 34%, all of them get hit.
Yo, the plastic probably did come from China though, so you got the right idea. Never mind. The plastic to make these definitely came from China.
And then how would Japan? Hey, but I do got a little hope for y'all. You hit that VPN, you get that Chinese price.
Here we go.
Oh, this nigga spitting game low. Oh, but when you end up with a Chinese console though, that would not be good.
Listen, you hook it in the computer, you can change the settings.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying? I know a guy. We just got
I was gonna say I don't want to buy a Chinese Switch 2 because then I had to buy all my games in Chinese, and that would
maneuver around. You know what I'm saying? Get it sent to America from there.
Yo, can't we just threaten them and make them lower the prices, Mr. President?
That's what we doing now.
Stop it. Get some help.
Hey, low key, if that was the play, niggas couldn't do shit about it. I don't think people recognize the military powerhouse that is the United States of America. Nigga, we could beat the shit out of the whole world if we wanted
That's
to.
why nobody's fighting with weapons. They're fighting with money.
Yeah, because in the end, we fuck these niggas up.
People ain't got it.
All our resources in the fight in the world, that would not be a good look.
No, this is the shit that was bound to happen with the tariffs.
If you think we're gonna be the villains of the entire world,
hey, but if any nigga could be the villains of the whole world, it's us. Because you can't do shit. Like, you can't get to us by sea. You can't get to us by land. You ain't got enough.
By your bank account.
I mean,
unless you shop local. Unless you shop local.
Let's not act like we're untouchable.
Oh, are we? If we're talking about militarily, we are untouchable.
We pass military fighting right now.
And he just gonna tell us.
If we're talking about we are. I don't know if you understand the fucking. The phenom that is the American Army's logistics system, and that's just one branch of the military. That's not like
fantastic. All I said is we are not untouchable, especially on our own soil.
Well, I mean, in terms of war, look, Ayesha, when was the last time that an actual battle was fought on United States soil? Do you know?
Tim Pool gonna start one. Paid by Russians.
Well, it wasn't an actual battle.
Well, I'm talking about an actual battle. I'm not talking. Pearl Harbor doesn't count in this.
That's the American soil.
No, but I'm talking about when an actual listen, soldiers crashing into shit isn't actually
our independence.
Yes, it was literally us. It was the Civil War. That was the last time there was a battle fought on American soil.
What, Texas?
I'm proud of y'all for knowing history.
Technically,
See,
Texas.
I mean, you gotta know. Come on. I'm only half. I'm only African, nigga. You know I gotta know my.
The Alamo battle.
But your thoughts, Afro Kami, on this switch?
No, I think that this is jive as fuck, but it is what we knew was coming. And like Pokemon Legends ZA is coming out on regular Switch, so I don't even really care about the Switch 2 right now. So
but if you want to update your game for $20, you can
Yeah.
upgrade your game to another level that you already own. You can pay more.
Yeah, because the upgrade fee seems to still be the full price. It doesn't seem like you can just pay $20.
Like, you don't even get owning the game already. No, if you up the game that you already own.
Well, no, Pokemon Legends ZA is a whole new game.
No, we talking about things like Mario Party.
Oh yeah. Charging them to play games they already own is fucking diabolical.
So a lot of this doesn't seem to be, because of the tariffs.
But that's the problem with just buying digital, though. That's why that right there is why the physical copy is so important, which is also why they're making it cost so much more. Because
you don't get the graphics upgrade if you don't. You still have to pay $20 for the physical copy, don't you? You get the graphics upgrade.
I'm sorry.
I don't fucking know.
Mario Party. I'm not paying $80.
I was gonna say I'm not playing, nigga. I don't play fucking. Nintendo is just relegated to fucking goddamn Pokemon for me, nigga. Ain't nobody jockeying for no Nintendo games like that.
I play Mario Party. Speak for yourself.
I don't give a fuck about.
Anyway,
I'm just saying.
I'm
just out here trying. Nigga just out here trying to train his moms, nigga. That's all I'm saying. Nigga just out here trying to train his moms. That's all.
You gonna do an Oblivion remake on Nintendo Switch 2?
Fuck no.
Y'all glorified kidnappers.
So if we're talking about the tariffs and things, and like we've been alluding to it, it's better that we just go ahead and just tell you what we mean by that if you haven't heard over the course of the day. But better yet, let's get a first little snippet from our own very well president.
The markets today are way down. The worst day in years because of the tariffs. So how's it going? I think it's going very well. It was an operation like when a patient gets operated on, and it's a big thing. I said this would exactly be the way it is. We have $6 or $7 trillion coming into our country, and we've never seen anything like it. The markets are going to boom, the stock is going to boom, the country is going to boom, and the rest of the world wants to see, is there any way they can make a deal?
That nigga's a politician. That nigga's a politician.
Oh, if you've been living under a rock or you're not necessarily aware of what I mean or what's going on with the tariffs. So Trump has been in the media as of the last couple of days. First and foremost, he's signed an executive order to extend TikTok because of the different things of the tariffs.
Trump talk, you mean?
TikTok has been extended again.
Trump talk.
Work out a deal for a company to buy it. And even though things like Amazon has recently come out to be one of the recent ones to try to do it, but it hasn't been finalized. So TikTok has been extended for another 75 days, so you won't really hear about it until 75 days, probably around July.
I think they said the nigga that owns OnlyFans offered to buy it too.
Yeah, you'll hear about it around the time of July if there's no purchase or no deal done prior to that. Now, about tariffs, if you're wondering what tariffs are, I will be so happy to explain them what they are. Tariffs, for anybody that needs a quick understanding, watching, or anything of that nature, are fees that a country imposes on another country's goods when they are bought into their country and sold. So, for example, the United States put tariffs or fees on China's goods that China chooses to bring into the United States to sell in the United States. That way, the United States takes a bigger chunk and China has to pay more to sell their items there. So, what our wonderful president decided to do was impose tariffs.
We will not let you say that. I don't care in what text or manner you have behind it. No.
So what he decided to do,
the Democrats got to do more then, yo. The Democrats got to do more.
Pretty big
they woke 100 times, aren't they?
Huh?
They woke 100 times trying to get the white folk.
Okay, whatever. So he decided to
woke this
different
woke
tariffs
liberal fucking.
all over. He imposed multiple tariffs on a lot of different countries around the world. China being the biggest one because they've been in quote unquote beef-ish talks with them. But China, of course, the EU and different ones like Japan has 24% on there. So heavy tariffs, and in retaliation to, I think it was today or yesterday, these other countries announced tariffs on us, on the United States.
Because it goes both ways.
Even countries that did not get additional tariffs, like Canada and Mexico, which aren't a part of this, but we also have tariffs now on our goods sold over there. So basically, it's a bit of a stalemate of seeing who's going to buck first on these huge tariffs. Because if you're wondering, tariffs are things that we, the American people, have to deal with because other items and things are being imported at a higher cost, that those countries now have to charge more to us for us to buy those things. So when they make warnings like your iPhone might go up even up to 30 or 40% in the very near future because a lot of that technology comes out of country, they're not lying. So it's been fears.
Those shits already cost a band.
So it's very crazy. So now it's been talks of different things like a possible recession or just stock market crashes.
When did it stop?
Don't do that because it did stop. The recession was
already said we have a recession. It's over. We got.
I was going to say the recession is probably already in session.
I mean, most people are. I ain't gonna say most people, but some people already feel like the recession has already been a thing. It's kind of advertised out like that. But it's just so people can understand what.
But it's not the first recession.
So no, of course not. It's been many others.
It might be one of the worst ones though, because goods higher while we're in a recession. That shit hurt.
Yeah, goods being higher.
That is rough, yo.
We had one around 2020 with COVID. You had one prior to that. Like there's other ones, but this is
the big one, the 08 was where that shit was hit. That shit.
$5,000, we good.
When niggas say recession, that's what they think about. They think about that 08 to fucking 2009, 10, 11, yo. Niggas was struggling.
But I sent something to show what happened today after the tariffs.
Oh boy. Fine. We'll look at. Matter of fact, you can go first, Zell. Go right ahead.
So I have this video. This is a hands-off protest in Boston, Massachusetts for Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Also happened in Philadelphia and Chicago and most liberal cities. People are upset because they know.
Yeah, but think if these niggas would have voted, and then they wouldn't. But they didn't. You can't. But that's the Democrats' fault because they should have gave you somebody worth voting for. They didn't do that.
Mind you, Trump has only been in office for a little over 2 months. He's only been in office a little.
Kamala wasn't worth voting for in any way, shape, or form.
He's only been in office a little over 2 months, mind you. But Zell,
and I have another video to explain how I feel, Monday. I have another video coming to explain how I feel about this situation.
I'll let Pinky Waifu go first while you set that up.
All right.
What?
You can give your thoughts on Trump, the whole issue with the tariffs and everything. How you feel about
that? Everything I'm saying is gonna get us kicked off. Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Her Ghost of Tsushima DLC gonna be way higher when it come out. She upset. This is how I feel by the comedian on Dave Chappelle.
This motherfucker's ideas sound like high people ideas. Like he doesn't think these things through before he tells us. He just tells us what he's
saying
as soon as it occurs to him. This shit sounds nuts. I'm gonna go to China and I'm gonna get those jobs from China and bring them back here to America. For what, nigga? So iPhones can be $9,000? Leave that job in China where it belongs. None of us want to work that hard. Fuck is he?
But let's not blame this on high people's ideas, okay? Sometimes high people's ideas are the ideas that revolutionize the world, okay?
I don't know how you got offended over that.
I mean, as a high person, yeah.
He got
offended. I wouldn't be grouped in with Trump either. Shit.
But listen, we got 2 or 3 years of dealing with this crazy man.
Because God willing, he will find a way to extend this shit.
That's not gonna happen.
The crazy thing is about this.
It doesn't mean he's not already trying.
That's not gonna happen, yo.
There's a lot of shit that shouldn't happen that has happened. Really?
No, most of the stuff that happened was pretty much by the books. What we thought was gonna happen.
I didn't say we didn't think it was gonna happen. I'm like, there's a lot of shit that should not happen, but it happened.
But this is where we are today.
But
I didn't vote for the grab him by the pussy man. I didn't.
I didn't either.
They are woke.
But I wouldn't have voted for Kamala either. It wasn't worth it. She wasn't a qualified candidate at the end of the day.
We're talking about qualified candidates, and this is our president.
Bruh.
Williams told you know.
Oh, she did.
See, I'm talking about you. You got quiet now.
Well, no, I still Montel Williams is biggest. I mean, come on. And didn't he do like an interview? I'm just saying, yo, that she didn't tap into the voter base that they needed to tap into. And that's just a fact of the matter. Niggas didn't get up and vote for Kamala Harris, okay? They just
I ain't gonna lie. When I saw Nick Fuentes be like, maybe we should have voted for him.
Yeah, I mean, look, hindsight can be 20/20, yo, but it don't matter. Niggas didn't.
Basically, what he's mad about is that Trump is now anybody's anti-Israel. He's supporting them.
Yeah, those protests are happening even in other countries.
If I gotta start ducking and dodging ICE, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I even saw some like political streamers that's in America literally say their lawyer told them not to speak, so they will ban them from the country if they leave, even though they got their citizenship. And I'm like,
yo, banning citizens. No, but it's still free Palestine.
I mean,
listen, they got a new plan for us. They trying to set up this dude. They try to beat up on this little stuff. We ain't giving that. But
I'm just saying, these
don't want me to see old Benji Netty Weddy.
They're probably taking effect, I think, on the 10th, which is around Wednesday, I believe, something like that. So,
the 9th, right?
I thought it was the 10th. But either way, sometime midway through next week, it's supposed to start taking effect. So they just say if China come back in like 2 weeks and be like, hey, you know, your Nintendo Switch 2 gonna be about
so we're gonna
$700,
right?
I said Japan is at 24%.
Yeah, Japan's at 24.
So 14% increase to your everything that is about per item.
Might be looking a little rough if they don't cancel this war.
Made in America for America.
We're
gonna challenge niggas to a fight before it's all said and done, and then we'll shake it out from there.
But no worry. He
look
said,
at the president, yo. We gonna ask niggas for a fight at some point. I mean, ain't nobody gonna be dumb enough to be like, I want to fight, but it's gonna be ridiculous.
It might be one crash out who's willing to do it.
Yeah, but no one's willing to crash out on America though.
Except America, because we've seen protests.
Yeah, except for us. We'll crash out on ourselves all the time. But I mean, no foreign entity, even the entity. Look, could you imagine Mexico or Canada wanting to try? Look, Mexico knows the business. Mexico's lucky that Mexico isn't America, low key. If we're going to be completely honest.
Wow.
Report iPhone made in U.S. If they all bring iPhone,
we didn't. Ayesha, we didn't take all of Texas from them niggas. You know how fucking big
that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
How's it a violation if it's the truth? We literally took Texas from them. What do you mean? The Texas American War was a fucking thing. What are we talking about?
That is just the way you're saying it is not good for the enemy.
What? I'm just telling the truth. We don't want that to happen again. Nobody want, and we're way better than we were back in the fucking 1800s.
But yes, we are, and the rest of the world. Well, okay, some parts of the world are too.
Now you could put the whole world's navy together, and we still got more boats than the niggas. And I'm not exaggerating.
But we're talking about crashing out. You know, there is. I hope y'all know who this is. You know, we have to talk about this wonderful situation.
Man, I wish you'd have really done it.
From Anthony Edwards and Miss Ayesha. So it's going to be a fun ride.
Yo, she got them bangs on her though. I didn't realize she was
Ayesha Howard. So let's get started. So if you are not known, Anthony Edwards is a 24, I think. No, 23. He's a 23-year-old basketball player. Just
Young
signed a
as hell.
$200 million contract, balling out, things of that nature. And he ran up on Miss Ayesha Howard. Miss Ayesha Howard is 37 years old. And
hey, but she looked damn good for 37, yo.
they had, some chill time. And she
Little
got knocked up.
BTA.
She got knocked up. And I think he already has like 4 children, 4 other baby mamas, or 3 more baby
God
mamas.
damn.
But
Nigga out here propagating.
he expressly said, I don't want nothing to do with it. Go ahead and get it removed. She was like, nah. And here we are, 9 months later, the child is here and she's after the child support. Now the problem that comes with this is that, if I remember right, Ayesha Howard is already known to have another child by another high-profile celebrity. Zell, if I'm wrong, was it Lil Baby, I think? Or am I wrong?
Oh,
damn, y'all niggas see Ruby Rose? Ruby Rose played out Lil Baby on the stream. She said that nigga was weak in bed. I was like, damn, she does Lil Baby.
Let me make sure I'm right.
But they muted it. But niggas, it's the internet, so niggas was reading her lips. She was definitely,
I'm right.
She definitely said Lil Baby.
So I make sure right. It is Lil Baby.
How old is Lil Baby?
Yeah,
Lil Baby is like.
He's in his mid to late 20s. I don't think he's 30 yet. I don't think he's 30 yet.
He is 30 on the head. He's 30 on the head. So
okay.
She has another child with another high-profile star. And then I believe, the story goes that she got pregnant.
Does she like him younger, or do they like him older?
Wait. What was that last part?
I think, if I remember right, she got pregnant in between these 2 child by another person that wasn't of the same kind of stature, and that one got removed, and now we come to this one.
So she had a smorgasbord prior.
And then along with this, right before her recent child with Anthony Edwards was born, she moved to California, who has way stricter child support laws.
She was trying to get that money.
Who has way stricter child support laws than Georgia, where she's originally from, which is something that brought up by Anthony Edwards in court. That she only moved.
They sent her ass back to Georgia, though.
And the court agreed, and so there's more tried back in Georgia. But because of all this, she's getting accused of being a gold digger and just getting a child for the money. And
if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's motherfucking Aflac.
I'm just saying you can't have multiple.
But Aflac's an insurance company, not a duck.
But so surprisingly,
no name. So maybe.
So surprisingly, as of I think yesterday or the day before, she decided to speak on the internet for people to know. She chose to defend herself, and her comments, I think it's best that you see for yourself.
I've also come to realization that there are just certain allegations that I will never, ever beat with you guys. I came into this situation with the status because I have a child by a very successful artist, right? From then, I'm viewed as a certain type of woman because I'm beautiful and I have a nice body. And normally women like that attract a certain caliber of men, which is also not my fault. And now that I am in yet another situation where I now have a child with another successful man, there's no telling you guys that I'm not a gold digger. You guys, it's no beating those allegations at all. The only thing that irritates me is I read comments that say, oh, you're a gold digger, or you kept the baby for a check. What if I came to y'all's pages, right? And I compared the men that you have children with to the men that I have children with. And I said, you were digging for poverty when you picked him to be your baby daddy, weren't you? Oh, you kept that baby for an extra income tax credit, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for a couple extra $100 in food stamps, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for an extra Section 8 voucher. Is that why you kept your baby? Now, if that was triggering, that's how I feel every time somebody says, do you even love that baby? You kept that baby for a check.
Dick name me Dick.
Yeah.
I am joined, of course, by the lovely Pinky Waifu. You may speak first.
Now,
Poverty is crazy.
before I
Poverty digging is diabolical.
that was hilarious, by the way.
Fucking
If there was a moment in between these two babies where she got pregnant by somebody else who wasn't on that high caliber of man.
Yeah, that's the rumor. I'm gonna see if I can find that while you're talking.
That's why I said if that's the case and you deleted that baby, girl.
Which is her right. That is her right, her body, her choice.
Her body, her choice. But if it doesn't look good. If you're trying to beat the gold digger stigma that's put on you because you keep these babies with the high caliber men, but then the one who's not known, you get rid of the baby. It looks sus. It does. I don't care what she do with her babies. That ain't none of my business because I don't get none of that shit. And again, her clapbacks were funny, but if you feeling triggered, a hit the dog gonna holler. So maybe you feel like you're a gold digger.
She did it not.
I mean, 2 children by 2 high-profile people. You know, you have the option of not having children, and then along with the move of moving to California immediately before the child.
Yeah, because nobody, no. Because I'll tell you this, as a native, we dying out here. Like we are struggling out here. It should not be as high as it is to live in California. So the only perk, bitch, I can see you doing is to get more money out that man.
That's what comes with being a Democrat. That's what comes with being a blue state, though.
What?
Higher prices.
It is what it is.
That's because it's heavily populated.
Exactly.
Florida, but Miami is expensive, and that's a red city and state.
Yeah, but Florida different, nigga. That's the dick of the country. That's literally the country's dick, bro.
Austin liberal, but the rest of Texas is conservative.
Yo, Austin is crazy. It is the one giant blue spot and a huge expanse of red.
Houston and Austin. San Antonio is kind of mixed, and then Dallas is 100% red. And then red.
Emotional support, Zell. Can you give her some emotional support about this, please?
Listen.
Yo, she's sitting the fence, nigga, low key, ain't she? This is your
girl, I'm sorry, you cannot say I have a status when your status is literally baby mama. That's crazy. That is,
nigga.
I have a certain status. I'm like, you don't know what you do. You said brand ambassador. I'm a brand ambassador. Anybody can. You can just go to the website and sign up, and you're officially a brand ambassador. And your other job is nothing. You're just a brand ambassador and an Instagram model, which is again another job. Unless you wanted them to go.
Hey, get to the bag, sister. Get to the bag.
I'm mad at you, but I'm just saying you can't brag about status when your status is like, what do you do for a living, baby mom? That's crazy.
Damn. So we got brand ambassador, baby mama, like right here.
Yeah,
okay,
yo, baby mama brand ambassadors.
You're right though. She ain't like poverty baby mama. It's like wealthy baby mama.
No, like she should be the brand ambassador for baby mamas though. Like, because if you end up a baby mama, you should hope to score like she did.
Now, what I will say before unleashing the Afro economy, there are a couple of other points that I will mention. Well, unleash the Afro economy. There are a couple of points I will mention. First off, there are text messages before Anthony Edwards requested that the court seal the documents that he didn't message her when she was telling him about being pregnant, and he told her to go ahead and get it removed. And she's like, "Nah, I'm not going to do that."
Smortion.
I
thought he allegedly gave her $100,000 to get this smortion, and then she did.
Supposedly, that's what he did. And she said, "No, I don't like it. Don't go to rumors." Other than that,
I be in the rumors mill, nigga. I can't help it.
I'll say we saying it's rumors, and also she went on Shade Room and said that there are no court documents, motions, or proceedings that have occurred, or she hasn't been offered or agreed to any such terms as to be paid for 18 years outright or anything of that sort. So she should.
Yo, I thought he was on some thug shit. Yo, what's $1 million? What's $1 million if you just signed a $200 million contract?
He's saying it's not true, but we don't have no court documents or nothing. We won't until it's over with. So, well, otherwise, Afro Kami, you may speak your piece.
Yo, do it, nigga. If you haven't done it, just do it. Break her off the $1 million and just say fuck it if that's what you want to do, yo. Cause that's gangster. Look, ain't no way. Look, this nigga said I don't want to be a daddy, but I'm gonna give you this $5,000 a month for 18 years, and we're gonna keep it moving. That shakes out to $1.8 million. So do with that what you will, and I'm gonna keep on hooping on niggas. That's fire from the scumbag perspective. Like that's the way. Yo, he's like, nigga, I don't want to be a daddy. Can I just give you $1 million and we call it even?
We do also have to. Another point of contention is that the huge age gap between the two, because she.
She was chicken hawking low key. She was chicken hawking, but he was legal, so.
And like she was robbing the cradle or targeting him, there's a lot.
Yeah, she was chicken hawking.
Robbing the cradle.
Robbing the cradle is low key. Because what's that difference if he's 23? That's what 14 years.
It's a 14-year gap.
Yo, nigga, you was.
I thought she was
30. She's 37. She's 37.
She's 37, and he's 20. Well, he was 23. She was 37. Same difference.
13, 14 years. It's in that ballpark.
She's 38.
Well, she probably just turned
a year before then.
Yeah. So either way.
Also 24.
So if he's 24 now, then yeah, it was fucking 14 years ago. Yeah, bro. That's what I was just about to say. Like, nigga, you were having your freshman year when this nigga was born.
Treat him like them factory workers come to your high school and start trying to date all the girls in your high school.
Yo, that shit's crazy because we had a crazy fucking when my senior year they were rebuilding the school, adding a whole bunch of new shit on. Like they built an auxiliary building to have classes in and shit. Yo, all the constructions workers there. Yo, we saw y'all niggas. Yo, we mind our fucking business because like hood school is a hood school. Niggas don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Niggas, I was about to say, but we peeped you niggas. Not okay. Especially it wasn't okay then, and it's not okay now.
How would compete with a dude with Camaro?
Yeah, I was gonna say this nigga got a Hellcat.
That motherfucker didn't know.
I was like, nigga, I rode my bike to school, yo. How am I supposed to compete with this nigga driving around this Jeep? Nigga driving around that Jeep Rubicon or some shit.
Not the Rubicon.
But yeah, nigga, I was catching the bus to school, nigga.
Like my cousin told that teacher at one time, I'm 17, I can't do nothing for you.
It is what it is.
He lost the hood.
Yeah.
He went to the hood. That was crazy. He should probably be locked up. That was one. You were fine though, so nobody said that.
But we all know bitches that were fucking goddamn sophomore, junior getting picked up by niggas that was 18, 19, 20 and shit after school. Like y'all niggas was on hoe shit.
But so this isn't the last one because we do have social situations, things that go viral on the course.
She over here crying because you went to the bar, she can't even get in, nigga. That's crazy.
Yo.
Oh my gosh. So there is
yeah, I was gonna say this nigga out here trying to fucking work out a carry out. He ain't coming home before the liquor store closes. Y'all niggas was nasty back then. We saw you, but we were children. So like, what were we gonna do?
And we are at the last one. There's some clips, there's some things I found over the course of the internet that that's a gnarly course. It's actually spiraling from what y'all just discussed. I think I'm just gonna let y'all look at it for yourself.
Police arrested.
Nah.
Hello, I just want to address something. I see that there's a creator who's made 23 videos about me, my story, and my life. I've never got on this app and asked anybody for anything. I'm just here to post my content. And all I ask from you guys is to like my content and share my videos. That's it. I don't know why people see 6 kids as a lot. There's a lot of people out here with multiple kids. I have 6 kids because as a child, I was never loved. I'm trying to give my kids the love I never had. I needed my kids, if that makes sense. I needed them. I was 14 years old searching for love, and my first baby daddy, he was that for me. My kids are loved. They're happy. They're fed. I play activities with them. I make sure that they see that mom's trying. I'm trying. And I'll never give up on my kids. Never. At what age did I give birth to my kids?
Years old with 6 kids and a 7th on the way. And now all the super duper black intellectuals want to lecture everybody about reproductive rights, and them kids ain't neglected and all this dumb shit. Y'all want to aura farm your empathy. That's what you it's weird the hills y'all are willing to die on, because that shit ain't never made sense. 26, single mom, 6 kids, breathing, 1 on the way. I got bread yet, I'll be stacking. I got 3 kids, twin 5-year-olds and a 2-year-old. She turned 2 in 2 weeks. Sometimes I look at my wife like, we had 1 too many, right? Like, it's a running joke between us on the low ski. But for real, I be overstimulated. Your Baby Shark, Miss Rachel, Spider-Man, like Nastia, Spirit Week at school. They all want to eat something different for dinner. My son and my daughter getting invited to 2 different birthday events for different kids. The youngest don't listen to nobody. Get around their grandparents and I don't exist. My authority just goes out the window. Y'all ever been broke? Because I've been broke. I know when I'm broke, I neglect myself. That haircut can wait. Shit, I go to bed hungry. My shoes got holes in them. Fuck it. And that account get under a certain number, I act real different. And I be frustrated, angry, mad, and upset. All that. I know those are synonyms for each other, but yeah. You trying to tell me ain't nothing going on in that house with 6 kids with a 26-year-old single mom? And she pregnant. Somebody breeding that woman. God damn, she breeding herself. 1. God damn. You know what's gonna happen if tragedy strikes, right? Y'all know what's gonna happen.
She was postpartum. That's why she put all them kids in the oven and turned it on and locked it. That's what y'all gonna say.
Shout out to that nigga. He came over
Yo, that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
that Drake and Kendrick B fed that nigga. That nigga got the apartment. And he
Because that last comment was so out of pocket. Nigga.
Drake and waifu,
No,
your reaction?
but yo.
6 kids is a lot. And you're a single mom. I wasn't paying close enough attention to her, at her belly.
Everyone coming on the way. She pregnant
with 1 on the way. You can love your kids all you want to.
I do want to say. No, go ahead.
It's not gonna put food in their stomach. Like, it's not gonna keep your lights on. The more kids you have, the energy in lady. I know you want your kids to see that mom is trying. Mom needs to try birth control. How about try that?
They just brought out a new female condom, yo.
You want her kids.
And when are you gonna stop being a single mom?
My God,
Because
I had that
if
context.
you don't want to be
watch more videos.
Baby mamas, you're going to have to work. If you don't have a partner to support you, you're going to have to work. Which means what? You're not going to be there for your kids that you claim saved you, and you need them. You do more harm than good in the long run. But that's just my opinion. We like it. I love it. It is what it is.
That's her family, supposedly. Like I said, she has a lot of videos she's posted. She has, I think, around 1 million, something like that. She has a lot of followers. So you're welcome to go see plenty of videos. I just chose a couple of them.
Nope, you're not about to get me down that rabbit hole.
Well, We have our own emotional support right here. Emotional support, Zale.
Don't you support that nonsense?
Listen, you can hear her speak, and this trauma from her childhood is just like, listen, black people, we take too much trauma with this. The first thing she said, literally, when
Is she sounded Mexican, yo, low key.
Well, they got trauma too from a lot of different stuff too. It might be a
But
little
no, the
different.
first thing she said was, "I didn't get love from my family."
Yes, I didn't get love from my family, so my kid gonna make sure I get love. So I wanted kids. So the man I first had a baby with, I was in love. That's how you get quick in love, quick infatuated with people because somebody just tell you some things you like to hear because you ain't.
Well,
really
she said she was 14, yo.
Yeah, so I'm saying. So you get the first one, and then he might leave or something, and then the baby love you. So you're like, oh, I like this love. So you just keep going because the trauma done led you down a road of insanity that probably shouldn't be. But shout
After
out
the
for making
first
it.
1 or 2 kids, why are we still busting it wide open? Is my question.
The trauma run deep. Why does people keep shooting each other when they get money? You don't have to do it no more because we just gotta keep doing bullshit, the YN shit.
Like there's
hurt people,
it's a safe way to still engage in adult activities and not pop up pregnant.
Hey, I'm a prophylactic prophet, yo. You ain't.
I bet you are.
Listen, when your kids get older, the 15, 16-year-old ain't giving them the same attention the babies give them. So she got to keep it up. You know what I'm saying? That's good.
Hold on, 16-year-old and being 26 doesn't match up.
She did say one was 15, right? Hold on, that didn't match up.
No, that does not match up. That would mean she was like 10 when she had her first kid. If she's 26,
that doesn't match up. We didn't play.
No, I think there was like a discrepancy in the ages and years.
yeah. Because if she's 26 and one.
Hello, I just want to.
Can we skip that?
At what age did I give birth to my kids?
Okay, she was just showing her age when she having them. I just okay.
Not there.
Okay.
So she
was
talking
every year like she has like support though.
Oh, okay. That was the age she was when she had them.
I got it now.
Okay. I was about to say, yo, fucking, because that's crazy. Because if she has a 16-year-old at fucking 26.
But the thing is, trauma, she trying to find love, and she like the little babies probably show more love and attention than the older kids, so you keep going. Probably end up with 11 or 12.
What's cheaper to heal trauma than children? Therapy.
Yeah, they probably gonna have some trauma because everybody got different.
No, you saying therapy's cheap is crazy.
I said cheaper than having children.
Yeah.
I didn't say therapy was cheap.
Okay, it's like 18.
No. I'm waiting my turn.
But like I said, it's trauma, and she clearly stated to everybody she had trauma. She told everybody easily. She didn't feel love, so now she out here trying to find love in kids, and then
6.5 kids deep.
Yep. So now, hopefully, she can support them with her TikTok. But I don't know how much TikTok pays, so she got to keep on doing stuff. And if it stops, your lifestyle change, and it's gonna be more dramatic, as old boy said. Because if TikTok money taking care of your kids, and if TikTok get banned, what you gonna do? Like I'm just saying, it's gonna get real dangerous out here with
stay-at-home mom.
kids. What's that?
She is a stay-at-home mom.
You know what I'm saying? So she obviously TikTok is probably paying her right now. So 7 kids in the TikTok. If TikTok get banned, she in trouble because I don't know if you can work with 7 kids because ain't nobody babysitting 7 kids. That's just like a school.
Do we know how many children's fathers are involved?
I don't know how many. I haven't watched as many videos.
Look at you just looking for the tea.
No, like I watched a number of videos, but I don't know if she's in it because
I'm talking about Ayesha, not you, nigga.
You knew what he meant. I have questions that need answers.
Yeah, so hopefully they in their life so it can be easy on her, but if not,
I mean, not even to make it easy on her, for the kids' benefit.
But if she's stressed, she's gonna lead to the kids too, so that's a problem as well. You're already hungry, then your mama like stressed too, and then you stressed. Gotta go out here and just sell drugs or some shit. Just make it happen.
I doubt it's drugs. She said.
And it's time to go to the Afro
I'm just saying, like, that's what happened in the hood. You try to see the mama struggling, you go out there and sell weed.
No, yo, first I want to say her text check's probably stupid crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that shit's probably ridiculous. But yo, it really does come down to fucking hurt people. She's trying to find. I mean, everything's on. They said. I mean, we ain't gonna act like trauma doesn't affect people to the utmost. It does. And therapy isn't cheap. It's quite expensive. But
I didn't say it was cheap.
But in the end, you get tax check out of a kid, you don't get nothing out of therapy. It's just money down the drain. So that's why when you said it's cheaper than having a kid, I'm like, nah, it's definitely not.
Not that too different, but go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. If we're talking about dollar values acquired, it's that she's definitely making. She's definitely making more money off of it from the kids than fucking what she'd spend in therapy.
You have
guaranteed. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
You have a rebuttal, Sunkeys?
Because I know, like, towards the end of me exiting high school, it was what, $250,000 per child, like to raise a child.
Yeah, I remember.
But you're not listen. But once you add in
like a decade ago.
Yeah, like 8,
yeah, but
18 years later.
But what I'm saying is that it's no one's spending. I don't feel like that's actually like they say that's how much it. But the bar, if the bar is that high, there's guaranteed not that many people spending that much money on their kids. Guaranteed.
18 years.
Yeah, 18. No, I'm not. I'm 250K in 18 years.
About like clothes, shoes, consoles, none of that. Phones, no. We're just
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, yo. No, that's what I'm thinking about. And if we're gonna be honest, yo, there's we aren't gonna act like the government assistance isn't a thing, and it's harshly skewed towards women instead of men. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, let's not act. We are not going to sit here and act like government assistance, as far as healthcare, is top tier when it's not.
America's healthcare sucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just that. I was gonna say American healthcare is completely different.
So you're just gonna have to keep going back for next to nothing out of your pocket just to fuck up your child more. But it is what it is.
Woo. Beautiful. Let's see if I can find another one in here.
Having a million people on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't think the TikTok revenue is that tough. I heard it's pretty low, but I'm not a TikTok Negro, so.
You know how I go looking for this.
That's crazy.
No, something's wrong with you, bro. She tripping, bro. Trying to get my son some shoes.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
You just had a whole FaceTime call. A whole FaceTime call with your baby mama.
Yes, to get my son some shoes.
Okay, why are you getting him shoes?
Can you need some shoes? You said you want some blue shoes.
How much you paying child support?
You know how much I pay?
$1,100.
Okay, I pay $1,100.
Okay, so that's not enough?
And?
That's not enough for her to get her son some shoes?
Y'all see this? You see this?
You see what? Don't add him in this.
You see what I do?
Do not add him in this.
No, I'm saying
I'm working an extra. So I'm working an extra job for our household. For your son?
Okay. Cool.
For your son.
Why not put it in the bills?
So you could buy all of this. You didn't buy me nothing.
Put it in the bills.
You didn't buy me anything.
Why not pay my half on the bills? I pay my half on the bills. What's the problem?
So you pay your half on the bills, but you over here FaceTime your baby mama in front of me.
Yes.
Like, that's disrespectful as fuck.
I'm showing her the shoes I'm buying my son.
But y'all over here cupcaking this shit on FaceTime. And I'm right here, and you ignoring me.
We're not sitting right here.
Like, that's rude. That's rude.
I was not, look at this shit, bro.
So that's what you want to do? Because you about to go back home with me.
I literally came down here to the Adidas store to buy my son some shoes.
You're not buying these shoes. You can put those back.
Her. No,
you can put those back.
No, don't put them back, bro.
I want to say something real fast.
I'd like to think this is staged.
I like to think
this is not staged. Go ahead,
my nigga run
fast.
My nigga run. That is insane. So listen, if she crazy enough to be like, if he pays half of the bill, and he do what he's supposed to do, and he have extra money to spend on his son, he is allowed to do it. And he's on the phone in front of you, so you know
you don't need permission to do it. Fuck that allowed bullshit.
This is what I'm upset about. He's on the phone with her in front of you, so you know what he's doing. It ain't like he's sneaking off in the corner. He's like, look at me, I'm talking to my son. You can see it. This is what I'm doing. I'm showing her the shoes in front of you. Because I could be sneaking out trying to double back behind your back, but no. I'm doing it in front of you. What do you want from me? Run. She is insane. You could have bought me some. You're not my son. You're my girlfriend. Are they married?
No.
So you are not even legit. I don't even know if I'll be with you a month now. You can be gone. My son is here forever. He actually takes care of him. He's buying them extra things on the side. What is wrong with everybody? How can you be? She's that selfish. She's like, you ain't buy me nothing here. We're in a Nike store. What do you want? You want James? I'm not buying you James.
Actually, it was an Adidas store, so there was even less apparel.
You want me to buy you Adidas?
Shout out Adidas. Hey, I'm keep a pair of Adidas on my feet. Don't.
You want me to buy you Nike? You want me Adidas?
Shit is comfortable.
I don't even know if they have Adidas Tech. You want me to buy you Adidas Tech?
Adidas Tech is crazy.
What are we doing? You're upsetting a man for taking care of his child. Is the most insane thing I ever heard in my life. What if you would get a child by him? You want him? Okay, if I get you pregnant and you a baby mama, I'm not texting you. I'm sending the child support. Never talking to you again. Leave me alone. I got a new girl. That's the rule she set, right? That's the rule she set. If she become a baby mama, she got to sit there and take it. Like, listen, you told me don't talk to the baby mama. It's disrespectful. So I'm not talking to you. I'm sending you the check. That's it. Leave me alone. You can't complain then. I'm just saying. You set the rule. This is insane. Listen, take care of your kids. I'll decide to do it. I support dudes taking care of their kids. I'm loving it. I had Elon Musk and Anthony L was not taking care of their kid. I seen a man that do it. Thank you, Murray. You made my day.
No, but Elon's getting the DNA test, bro. He's getting the DNA test. No,
what about
this shit? It's just the blatant ridiculousness of this that makes me think that it's staged. Because there's no way somebody because this is very basic. Like this isn't anything crazy. He could be piping her down without her knowing, and we don't know that context isn't given. You know what I mean? But I'm saying just for like, I called my baby moms to show her the shoes that I'm getting my son.
She should take it back. That's my money. You don't tell me
that shit is crazy. And we're not married, yo. You got me all, and I pay my half, bitch.
You tell me to take something back. I paid for you.
Look, I almost channeled my inner Ricochet and was like, ah! That's fucking crazy. I'd have poofed on her, yo. Danny Phantom, going, gone.
And
that's fucking crazy. Get it to him, Ayesha.
She said, I can't keep defending these people.
Like, girl code only goes so far, bitch. Like, I can't help you if you won't help you. You out here spazzing because the man actually wants to take care of his son. Do you know how many? There's a common thing about men not taking care of their kids. And you got the one that take care of his kids, and you over here spazzing on him for what? For what? He pays half of the bills. He takes care of his son.
And that nigga making money if they got him paying $1,100 for one kid, yo. That nigga makes he makes a little decent chunk.
That part. So why are we mad that he's taking care of his son?
Anthony Edwards was gonna pay $5,000.
FaceTime, he could have been like, hey, my girl is here. I'm at the shoe store trying to get him some shoes. This is what I got. If you was ear hustling, how you acting like you was ear hustling, you wouldn't know what it was, and you wouldn't be spazzing acting a whole ass in public. Not too crazy, but bitch.
Shout out to the nigga at the cash register, just there in awkward limbo.
And then the part that really got me was how disrespectful she was to the sales associate. No, you can put those back. Bitch, he don't work for you like that.
And especially if you're not the one paying for him, bitch. What are we talking about?
I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was gonna turn out that she was like put in on it, and he didn't pay rent, but they confirmed it both. Which do lead me to believe that it had to be scripted because he brought up both points that might have.
I mean, possibly, but I'm always working on like pretending not.
I know, but it's just that's just so ridiculous for someone to act like so. Because like it's not even like he was calling her and like trying to set up like he trying to come see the kid for some time or some shit like that. You know what I mean? It was just such a.
Like his kids or kids.
She's just I hope for her sake that it was staged. If not, she should probably get some therapy in her life. You know, she seems mad insecure. Very, very, and maybe he's made her that way. I don't have all the context. But if this isn't staged, then she needs to go to therapy because there's no reason to be that insecure.
You want to bring up the point and she like, you talking to her in front of me. You want me to talk to her behind you?
I was gonna say, would you rather me talk to her behind your back?
I'm showing you what I'm talking to her about.
No, because that's going to turn into another fight of her trying to grab at his phone. Who you talking to and all this other shit? No, just run. Like the gentleman on the panel said, run.
Yeah, I'd have got ghost after that, yo. I'm not going. That's just too far. And it's not even like she was tripping over like something that's little and it like this is this nigga's child.
Run like the wind.
Look, I've always worked under the assumption that if you fuck with somebody, you gotta fuck with their kids. I know that's not always the case, but
I mean, you going long term, you do.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
how you gonna be married to this nigga and not fuck with his kids?
Play that Nintendo Switch 2 all day. Go out there and get your own.
Wild.
I mean, she said she was working 2 jobs, so go do you.
And on that note, Pinky Wipers, where can they find you?
I am 1/3 of the beautiful ladies of Waifu Views. We normally would air on Sunday, but we'll let y'all know when we come back. I can't give you that. I can't.
The waifu X hiatus continues, folks.
I can't even help you on that. Outside of that, you can find me annoying my nemesis, Mr. Monray Hudson, right up there every Saturday.
Yep.
For the most part. On the Make Sense podcast. I have been obsessed with Ghost of Tsushima, so I have started to stream that as of recently.
You should play Elden Ring, yo.
I'm not going. I will not do Elden Ring, and I will not do Monsters Wild.
Hey,
No, but it's not Elden Ring fun.
Hey, they both
I asked
Elden
somebody,
Ring.
I was like, what's the difference between Elden Ring and Monster Hunter Wild?
Wild
They're
is
like,
far
Elden
easier.
Ring?
Yeah, Wilds is a lot easier than Elden Ring. Way easier.
He said they don't want you to win on Elden Ring. I was like, wait, what? He's like,
No, but that's why it means something when you finally do win. I've died thousands of times throughout all the. But if you like Ghost of Tsushima and you were to play a FromSoft game and you wanted something in, you should play Sekiro. It's hard, but like.
She has a better chance of starting off in Elden Ring.
Oh yeah, she's got a way better chance in Elden Ring than Sekiro, but it's more. But Sekiro is more Ghost of Tsushima vibes. I mean, that's just hard as hell.
Controllers and shit. Is that what you telling me?
Hey, I almost broke a controller in Sekiro, yo. Fuck yeah, goddamn Ishin, the Sword Saint nigga. The Sword Saint ain't no joke. They ain't get that nigga a name for no reason.
Mine was in Dark Souls 3.
Speaking of, I have Ghost of Tsushima up right now.
But you, I'm telling you should play Elden Ring. It's every look.
Online too. I sweat it like a month.
Ayesha, it's the best game of the last decade. It might be one of the best games of all time. Play Elden Ring, folks.
Where can they find the Afro Tommy trying to sway you into From Software hands?
Right.
Yeah, but don't look. You know how sad I was about Dusk Bloods, yo. That's crazy. But you can find me at AfroComey765 on all platforms. Of course, you can catch me Wednesdays on the Blood Cartels Roundtable or Top 10 Anything. You can catch me Thursdays on the Casual Conversations YouTube channel, having a casual conversation with Zelmay and Ebony Moonbeam. You can catch me Fridays on Friday Night You're fucking with the amazing Spider Cam talking wrestling. We just did Friday Night You're yesterday talking about WrestleMania coming up, talking about what we think could happen And Saturdays here on Make It Make Sense, making stuff not make sense, but you know, vibe, something flagrant, something inflammatory.
Next week we gotta do one on the overall keeping that 9. We gotta do a prediction show next week.
Speaking of keeping that
yo, you still gotta watch fucking Devil May Cry, yo.
I do gotta do our Devil May Cry. A couple shows. Happy Face review coming soon. Mob Land review gonna come out early because I love Mob Land. Happy Face too. Happy Face. The show is insane. Paramount is doing work, so look up for that. It's like I said, gonna be 2 weeks before I catch up on Wheel of Time and the other show, Devil May Cry. We got a lot of reviews coming out.
Don't forget the
You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of shows. We got a lot of shows coming out. I'm very excited about it. We'll also get to streaming soon, but I got a lot of shows to catch up. So when I get done with that, we will stream.
You gotta hit him with the Schedule 1 stream, yo.
So I will be streaming. I'll probably play Avowed a lot. I've been having fun with Avowed on the end, but I can't play it long.
Ayesha, you should play fucking Schedule 1 too.
Oh, does everybody get together and play Schedule 1?
Should I be worried?
I don't think so. Schedule 1 isn't as bad as the other front.
Somebody,
Yeah, it's just selling drugs. It's just selling drugs.
100%. Monte is 100% in mind.
I feel like Monte would play. It seems like he'd play Schedule 1 because that nigga ain't selling no meth in real life. So, but it's crazy. I saw some niggas mix some horse sperm with Adderall and fucking some other shit and make some crazy ass meth. It was wild.
What?
Schedule 1's different, yo.
Monte's office. It would be a fun stream if everybody rolled.
I have no words. But otherwise, I do have words of I am Monterey Hudson, the owner host of Make It Make Sense, the podcast. You find Monterey Hudson everywhere it says Monterey Hudson, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, as it still exists. And of course,
I don't have the energy to fight you on that today.
there you go. On Make It Make Sense, the podcast on Facebook and YouTube. Remember, please go like, comment, subscribe if you have liked the wonderful content. Look for this wonderful music video that'll let you know you're on YouTube and Facebook. I'll let you know right there. Thank you all for watching.
It always kills me.
Peekaboo,
switch it out with the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo, we take sponsorships, even though the tariffs and everything might make it high. We do take sponsorships here on Make It Make Sense podcast. Thank you all very much. We are out. Why I'm wearing red.